It's another edition. It's a Thursday edition of Travel the World as a speaker. I hope you are doing well. I'm really excited. Now, I know I've been looking at a hot mess this week, but I had a lot of work to do. And when I'm kind of like in work mode, it ain't that sexy. Just being straight up honest, it ain't that sexy. Had to do a lot of customer service. So if you run a business, just remember you're going to be doing customer service. All right. So what we're going to talk about today is how to ask for clients during a speaking gig. Now, this is mainly going to be for my business owners, my coaches, those of you who get on stage to market your business, to convert people into customers. Hey, pardon me, Paige, how are you? So today we're going to be talking mainly to the business owners and those who are using public speaking to convert customers, because this is what you do. So I'm going to give you a couple of tips on converting those people during your speaking gig, because what the live events are about are coming. They are coming back. And I don't want you to get on stage and you're just so excited to be on stage that you forget that you're there to make money. I know. So we're going to talk about that. And of course, this is my favorite thing. This is Travel the World as a speaker. So we're going to be talking about speaking and how you can use and leverage speaking so that you can travel the world. If you are a member of iFind You Close, you will know that the live events are coming back and the international gigs are back. Woo! I mean, it's about to be fun, y'all. It's about to be so much fun. So I'm really excited about all of this. So usually I give you a travel story before we get into the content. So let me go ahead and switch my scenes here. I am coming to you live here on YouTube and on Instagram. So if you got any questions, slide them in the comment box and I will be sure to answer them for you. Oh my gosh. So today's travel story is there is no travel story, because I have been in daydreaming mode. I have been planning, I have been Pinteresting, if that's even a word. I have been like seriously planning vacation for the next 2 years, and you have no idea. You have no idea. And the cool thing about being, in this world of travel and being friends inside of travel communities, I have so many people asking me, like 2022, I already got invitations from January up until the middle of the year to come and hang out with people. Now, the thing is, I still have to make sure I have a budget to do all of that stuff, because I can go get a speaking gig and I can do all these other things. But the reality is when I'm on vacation, I'm like on vacation. So just kind of planning, taking in all of the requests that are coming in for people who are like, we're going to Paris, we're going to Disney, we're doing all the things. And I'm just like, my instant reaction is like, yes, yes, yes. And then I realize, I've been planning other stuff. So I gotta think about that. All right. So this show is brought to you by iFind You Close, and if you are in the market for speaking opportunities, I want you to come check us out. Every Monday, we drop a new batch of speaking opportunities, and that's where there are a couple of international gigs in there, so you should come check it out. Go to ifindyouclose.com. For those of you on Instagram, check the link in the bio. I think my bio is up here. It'd be fun if I could just pull my bio down one day. I'm not that good when it comes to all this technology on screen. I'm good with what I have right now. All right. So with that, for those of you on YouTube, I'm going to be popping some things up on the screen. For everybody else on Instagram, you just listen to my voice, because I'm about to give you a couple of things to do when it comes to asking for clients during a speaking gig. So for my business owners, you know what I'm talking about. How do you get up on stage without being a salesperson, without just turning people off? I don't know why I'm doing this, but you want to get on stage and be able to gently ask for people and get them revved up in what it is that you have, so that you can convert clients, sell from the stage, all of those different things. So for those of you who are using the speaking just to market, I want to give you a couple of steps or a couple of tips to pay attention to when you get up on stage very, very soon, okay? Because I'm really excited, because everybody's about to get on stage, and I don't want you to miss out on how to get clients while you are on stage. So the first thing is you need to be very clear on your CTA. For those of you who don't know, a CTA is a call to action. Your call to action is, what is it that you want people to do the moment you walk off this stage? Not say you're great, not give you a hug, not to grow. No. We're here to convert clients. So we got to be very clear of where we want them to go and what we want them to do. So your CTA can be, buy my book to go to Costa Rica, or buy my thing. No, you're not going to get on stage selling products. Well, you might. You know what? I'm not judging. But you got to be very clear. It can also be to get people to sign up for your freebie. That is for your email list. That is for your free webinar. You got to be very clear before you get on stage, okay? Before you get on stage, what that looks like. That is the biggest hurdle for most of us who are getting on stage to market our business. We don't have a CTA in place, and we figure we can just wing it as we go. But the thing is, you have to have that call to action like in your brain, like practice what you're going to say so that you don't get on stage and fumble and mess up. I've been there. It ain't fun. Okay. So make sure you have that call to action ready to go. What it is, practice it, know it in your head, so that you don't forget. All right. The second thing is build your talk around the CTA. Again, your call to action. What happens with us, a lot of us speakers, is that we talk about one thing and then we try to maneuver people into another thing. And sometimes it makes it really disjointed. So that's why I'm telling you, you have to build this talk around this CTA, okay? Build the talk. Every point needs to, it's not going to be a sales pitch or anything like that, but every point needs to lead to the CTA, okay? Every point needs to lead to, so an example is, let's just say my call to action is, I want you to sign up for iFind You Close. And so I can have like my second point in my talk is, one of the things that I've learned over the years is that you need help finding speaking gigs. And so everything that I'm just dropping little hints that, I have a solution that I'm going to tell you about, but I want to drop some hints that this is why you need this. Okay. And it's not a sales pitch. I'm just going to tell a story of why it was so hard for me and how many hours I spent looking for speaking gigs. That's not a sales pitch. It's just a story that is built into my call to action. So be sure you do that, okay? Do not forget to do that. Now, your third one, I'm looking down at my notes. I got notes, y'all. I've been trying to be really good about this. Tease your CTA at the beginning. Okay, so this is another one. I get this a lot where people say, okay, Phylecia, I've been doing a lot of virtual gigs. I've been doing some speaking gigs, but it's not converting very well. And so my first thing is, when are you dropping your CTA, or when do you drop how to work with you, or when to you? They say at the very end. Here's the thing. Stop doing that. Stop telling people how to work with you at the end, because what happens is, one, you lose people's interest during the talk. So hopefully you're an amazing speaker or you have amazing content, but people drift off and they forget and they start thinking about other things. What you want to do is start seeding, and seeding is we're going to just drop some little breadcrumbs in the beginning. Do I have breadcrumbs over this? We're going to drop some breadcrumbs in the beginning that you're going to have something. What you'll set it up is like, okay, so this is what I'm going to talk about, and if you are interested in anything that I'm saying, I'm going to present to you a way for us to work together, or I'm going to present to you a way to get something absolutely free that will change your business or change your life. Those types of things, you need to drop that in the beginning, okay? The beginning. You cannot wait until the end. I don't know. Our brains just don't pay attention that way. I'm not the big old scientist around brains when it comes to that, but you got to start telling people in the beginning that I'm going to give you something free. I'm going to give you something that you cannot live without. I'm going to give you something that is absolutely going to work and change all of this. Do it in the beginning. In the beginning, before you get into the core of your talk, do it in the beginning. Stop waiting until the end. All right. Number 4, have an easy way for people to sign up for whatever it is that you're doing. Now, because we are going back to live events, this is going to be tricky, because when we're on virtual, we can just send people to a website. You can send people to a website on virtual. That's easy. Do that. When you're in person, it's going to be tricky, because you don't want people to really disengage from you while you're speaking, because if they go to one website, they'll go to another, they'll go to Facebook, whatever. Pen and paper is so old school, I know, but to be honest, it works. You'll be surprised how bad it works. Those little codes to sign up through text messaging, I really don't care which one you use. Find one, try them all out. I've tried them all. Pen and paper seemed to be the best one for me, but that was 2019. That was like in the olden days. Who knows what works right now? But you need to have an easy way for people to access whatever it is that you are selling. If you're going to have the books with you in person, make sure you have them. Make sure you know how to swipe people's cards really fast. If it is a website, make sure it is an easy website so people can remember. Don't give, go to cameranotavailable.com/ sign up now. No, don't do that. People don't remember that. You got to make it easy. Make it easy for them. And also, just have a way for them to easily sign up for whatever it is. If it's calling you, if it's talking to you, if it's your phone number, whatever it is, make it easy. If you make it hard, people forget. You know how we are. We go on to the next thing. We're like dogs. They say dogs have like a 5-minute attention span, and then it's like, ooh, on to the next thing. Or at least that's my dog. I don't know about yours. All right, the last thing I want to give you is you want to introduce your call to action in the middle and the end. Remember I told you, you're going to tease your call to action in the beginning, but you want to be blatant about it before you give your last point, okay? Your last, big time point, your last 2 points in your talk. So let's just say if you have a talk with 5 key elements to it that you're going to teach people or showcase to people. So before you get to that 5th one or the 4th one, you want to stick that CTA. You're not teasing it at this point. You are being very blatant. So, and you do it this way. You say, before I get to the last 2 things that I know are going to change your life, I want to let you know, like, if you really love what I'm talking about, or if you are overwhelmed, I want you to go to this website right now. While I'm talking, go to this website, sign up. All you got to do is put your initials in, sign up right now, or run to the back of the room, whatever it is that you're doing. Just make sure it's not at the very end. So you're going to introduce the CTA in the middle, and you're going to do it at the end, because you're going to summarize everything and just tell them again, I really appreciate being here. And of course, if anything that I said what you were feeling, I want you to go ahead and check out our website at blah, 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 or sign up to get my book at, So that's what you want to do. You want to be very blatant about your CTA in the middle, before your last point, and at the very end, after you've done your summary, after you've done your ha ha ha, I love you all, you guys are amazing, any questions, blah, 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 blah. So you want to just kind of hammer it in. So what this really is all about is, don't forget to use your CTA. It happens to the best of us as speakers, and it happens because we get on stage, we get so excited, and we forget, or we feel that we're being too salesy, and we get into this like little mood, like, I don't want to be too salesy when I get on stage, when the reality is you're going to have to be salesy so that you don't be broke. Just saying. All right, so hopefully these points were useful for you. Of course, if you want to go back, you can rewind. Is it rewind? That's so old school, isn't it? Just slide the little thing back a little bit and you can see the points again. But hopefully these were a couple of points to help you, for those of you who are starting to get back on the road to go out and speak. And those of you who have your international speaking gigs, and you're going to be marketing your business on stage, don't forget these key elements. And for those of you who are still doing virtual, don't forget to do that as well. So hopefully this was eye-opening for you. If you have any questions about anything, please let me know. Slide them in the comment box, and because I get notifications, I'll just respond to them. That's just how this works. So I hope you have an amazing evening. I am going to go make some cookies, walk the dog first, and make some cookies, because I promised myself, like, for 2 weeks I'm going to make some cookies. So I'm thinking about dark chocolate chip, keeping it simple and delicious. So for those of you on Instagram, take care. See you later. And for those of you on YouTube, I appreciate you. Go check us out at iFindyouclothes.com. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.